Welcome to the Super Business Women Show. This is Sharon Locked. Well, this is a space for real conversations about business, balance, and bold moves. We're here today. I am Sharon Locke, Love, Loans, and Lifestyle. We have Crystal, the savvy investor, in the building.
Hi, everybody. Hope everybody had a great week and the weekend has started off fabulous and fun.
The weekend or the week?
The weekend. We're on the weekend, right?
Yeah, you said.
I said during the week. Like, I hope they had a great week.
Oh, okay.
And then the weekend is here, so I hope this is going well for everybody too. We got to make the most out of this place.
Every day we should make the most out of it. There should be a maximum amount of gratitude for every day. So I don't have bad days, uncomfortable moments, but not bad days.
I have uncomfortable moments too. And sometimes those uncomfortable moments, boy, but no matter what, I always go back to being grateful and thankful.
Yeah.
And that's how you make the most out of it.
Well, it's only going to be temporary. So
that's true. I agree. It's very temporary. Hola, how are you?
So what do you have going on for the week?
Okay, so for the upcoming week, I have a couple of business meetings that I have, business lunches. So those are always good to have on deck. Yesterday, I was on the boat, so it's always nice to go boating because whenever you go on the boat and you get down on that water, for me, I always feel like I've gone someplace else. And I'm pretty sure that's how those boaters feel, too, that have them on a regular basis.
So I had a boat until when did COVID hit? 2021?
2019, I think that's when COVID hit.
No, 2020.
Listen,
I think it's 2020.
I live my best
2021. Now that I have all the kids situated and they're where they're supposed to be, the schools they're supposed to be in, I'm going to bring my boat out again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I enjoy it. It always takes me to another place. And on the boat, a couple of good girlfriends were on the boat. One of them I was interested in discussing about the super patch because she's a chiropractor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what we have called the Freedom Patch. I believe it's the Freedom Patch. All of the patches help with so many different things, so I'm not going to name it because I can't think of it off my head. But it helps with pain, and I had been wanting to discuss that with her so that, possibly she might want to, look into it. So that was very exciting. And my business partner happened to pop on and say hi. So she got to meet her and everything. And that's what I love about the World Wide Web and technology, that, you might not be there, but I'm right here with you.
Yeah.
Because it's FaceTime.
You're always able to connect.
Yes, we're live. So I have a couple of business meetings coming up this week. I'm still trying to get to that gym on a consistent basis. But I end up doing a lot of jump roping in the house and a lot of the weights. So that helps too.
So what I've been doing, because my days are so filled, what I've been doing is after work, because I can still go no matter what time it is, I've been walking with weights in my hand and ankle weights. So I walked a couple miles.
Hey, listen.
Oh, baby, I'm going to do what it takes to keep this body tight.
Thank you. Hello and good morning and good afternoon.
Women, we should be doing that.
It's very, very important that we do that. It doesn't matter where you're at, but I was going to say especially.
Oh, it matters.
I was going to say especially as an entrepreneur, but realistically, I think no matter what you're doing, you should try to keep and live at your best self, which is very challenging to do. It's not an easy thing. A lot of times we want to soak in our problems, I mean, that's what a lot of people want to do, instead of looking at it from a different perspective, turning it around and just saying, hey, listen.
So problems exist. Hello. We all know that, right? Mm-hmm. We know that problems exist. We know that life be lifing and it gets heavy. Life gets heavy.
It does.
However, thank you, God, that I've always been able to keep my appearance intact, no matter what is going on the outside.
That's true. I think I talked about that with you when I saw the guy out, and it was the love of his life was with him, and she, was just kind of raggedy looking, but that's neither here nor there. And I'm not saying that I'm the cream.
Poor lady.
Yeah, I'm not going to even say that because hey, listen, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But then yesterday was pretty cool because me and my girlfriend, We went to see Angela Winbush and what's her name? Kelly Price. Carl Thomas was going to be there
Where?
out in Indiana.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, Carl wasn't there to make it, but I wanted to see Carl Thomas too. But her mom passed away, and Angela Winbush was one of her mom's favorite artists. So her girlfriend had some VIP tickets. She had her girlfriend go up there and have Angela Winbush sign her mother's obituary. So that was wonderful
That
too.
was wonderful.
Yeah, it really was. And we were on a short time frame too. So
and
we
that
were
was
moving and shaking.
super dynamic because
was.
I don't know if I could sign an obituary. You know, kind of like it's sweet, but it's kind of like, oh my God.
Well, yeah, but I think when you're an entertainer and a star and a legend, that's what music does. It allows us to touch spirits, whether you're here or there or not. The memory always lives on. So I think that's the way I would feel, if someone, you're a legend. Angela Winbush was a big deal.
Angela Winbush is still a big deal.
She is.
She's an icon.
Listen.
She's an icon to people who understand who was in that era. She's
true.
Definitely an icon.
That is
and
true.
We're the one with the money that's spending the money.
That's true.
The generation before us and our generation. So
that's true. Yeah. She played her cuss too. Smile. That was
she did.
That was my girlfriend's mother's favorite song. And then I used to love, I cannot sing, but I used to love that song. I wish I could sing it, but I love the dough more than you know.
Oh, that was her?
Gotta let it show. I love
I got it.
I used to love that song. So yeah, so it's great.
The one thing that I developed an great respect for her. Ron Isley got sick and she went to take care of him.
And they weren't married any longer.
They weren't married. He was with someone else. But I guess that person wasn't cutting it or equipped. She went there, kept it, and took care of him and went about her business and let him live his life. You don't get any more dynamic.
You don't. When God calls on you to do something, your spirit has been touched to do something that's right and good for someone. I don't think, I would be nice to I'm nice to both of my children's dads. And, I would still be nice to them. Unfortunately, sometimes they might have to get a little G-check.
I was going to say, when it comes to my children and you're not doing right, no matter how old they are, I will meet you where you are.
Right, exactly. Sorry, but overall, it's nothing.
It's not sorry. It's not sorry.
Well, for me, it's sorry because I hate stooping down to a level.
Well, I'm not stooping down. I am actually temporarily kneeling or temporarily. See, I don't break, I bend. So that's what my enemies need to know.
I know that's right.
The ones that's coming for me, and she knows who she is. I don't break.
Uh-oh.
I bend.
Somebody's coming for you.
Well, when you come from my children, you come for me.
Now that is very true.
So
that's very true.
I will go to hell, drop you off, come back and repent.
Wow. Period.
But
okay,
let's get into
what we came to get into.
So right. I'm gonna do a shout out.
We talk about this all the time.
To Vital773.com if you want some fresh gear. It's really eclectic, real cool.
Ooh.
And even when Giles was on here, he was talking about the clothing line and how dope it was. So I want you to go on over to Vital773.com and check them out.
Okay.
Also, the Brand Breakers, thebrandbreakers.com. I want you to go over there. They have the digital card. It is absolutely amazing. It's almost a website within the card, and you can transfer it digitally.
Okay.
It's so many unique features about it that it's amazing.
Well, this digital world that we're in,
you need it. It's like a mini website. So I love it.
Okay.
I and it's extremely affordable.
Is that what Giles had?
Giles,
okay.
Johnny, and Rob Wheatley.
Okay, all right. I remember him discussing that, and it sounded very, very, very. What's the word I would use? Like when it's something is very up modernized, where it's
edgy,
ahead of the curve,
yes.
Edgy. Yes.
So yeah, I'm go over to thebrandbreakers.com. Check out Vital 773.com. But today we are talking about a topic. I went to lunch. I took my son to lunch,
Uh-huh.
and we're at lunch, and I see these three guys. Well, one had, it's always one in the group that has something very savvy to say.
Okay.
And he stopped me. So I said, since you stopped me, I want to know what you think. So I was able to capture a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what you think. And two out of the three were like, no, I mean, it's all about imagination. And the third one, because he was married, it was already an
Now,
investment
I
for
didn't
him.
catch. Did you say what the question was, though?
I hadn't got to the
Okay. All
question
right.
yet.
Okay.
So that's where they were. Two of the three
Okay.
were like, it's about imagination. It's not necessarily about money. And if someone applied that kind of pressure to me, I probably would keep moving.
Okay.
One was an architect, one was a doctor, and I think the other one was in public relations. I think that's what he said.
Okay.
The question was first dates, coffee cups, big bucks.
All right.
Meaning, are you spending all your you said that you're not going to get and I told him that. I said, well, my friend / co-host says she's not getting dressed up, putting on her best, putting on her smell good. Perfume's expensive.
It is.
Putting on her perfume, putting on her makeup, getting all dolled and sexed up, and to be taken to
A cup of coffee. That you see how that sounds? That doesn't sound good.
well, my defense to that was you're going to get dolled up, perfumed up, and styled up because that's just who you are anyway.
Yeah, but sometimes we're sitting in that house with our scarves on our head.
But if I'm walking out that house to meet a man or business or encounter the public, I am top of
Correct.
my game.
And you're top of your game right now, right? But when I'm going out with someone, I'm making it about them. So if I'm going to make it about you, I'm not like my girlfriend that I had this conversation with. She said, well, what if he wanted to go to RH and have a cup of coffee? I said, I would definitely go to RH and have a cup of coffee because
Okay.
I'm looking for the ambiance. I'm
Okay.
looking for ambiance.
But doesn't the person create the ambiance?
No, I think that you add to the ambiance, but the environment where you're going to sit, talk, get to know one another, that is what encapsulates everything. Like I remember a long time ago when I was working for the gas company, I can't see y'all names, but hi everybody. I don't have my glasses on. And I won't be having them. And I went to this Cuban restaurant. I can't remember. I think it was called 9 Miles, maybe.
9.
No, not 9. It's not downtown. It's on the north side.
Okay.
But what I loved about it was that when you walked inside, you felt like you were in another country.
Okay.
So for me, that's very important to me, the experience, And so when she said that, I said, well, I would go to coffee to go have coffee at RH. But if I decided I wanted to get me something to eat, I would tell the waitress or the waiter to come on over. And when they came over, I would say, I want to order the avocado toast, right? Because they have the avocado toast. I say, I want the avocado toast. And then I say, you could put this on a separate bill. Now, when the bill came, if the guy did not say, put it all on one bill, right? Okay. If I pay for it, no problem, because I ordered it. So I'm going to pay for it. But I better get a phone call or something saying, hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to see what you were going to do. Let me make sure, let me send you some flowers. Let me do something. Do something to show me that you want for me to look at you like you the man.
So it comes down to costly champagne or soulful simplicity. Because I think the people, now first of all, I'm not going to date or go on a date with anyone that's going to take me to some god awful place.
Correct.
Right?
No, I know you're not doing that.
I mean, I would be offended at Red Lobster. Like highly. So I would prefer that we did something like the park or Starbucks or the museum.
And you can
don't
always
take me to no Red Lobster.
And you can always go to the because I forgot I went there with one of my girlfriends. We went to the Starbucks downtown.
The new Starbucks?
Yeah, we went there a long time when it first opened. That is fabulous.
Terry and I went, my first date with him was at Starbucks.
Was it at that Starbucks?
No, that Starbucks wasn't even, girl, that wasn't even
Oh,
unheard
okay.
of.
That's right. You guys been together for a long time.
So it was one of the best dates I've ever had. It was intimate. I got to know him. We talked over coffee. We laughed. It was not an intense date. I was dressed similar to what I have on today. So I'm always me, whether we're going to Starbucks or, RH. But it didn't take a lot. It wasn't a lot going on. It was me and him. That's what was going on. So if I can get people to understand that, that's what I'm saying.
I agree.
Because if you're dating someone and you're actively dating, then this is for men. If men are actively dating and they're spending, and this is low, $200 to $250 per meal, 5 dates a month.
Yeah.
You at $15,000 to $25,000 a year.
Mhm.
You should be investing that money into stocks, real estate, 401k, something other than a pair of pants
Definitely something better than a pair of pants. But if you're
or a skirt.
or a skirt, but if you're interested in a woman and you think that she's quality, I just don't think people should be speaking and trying to get to know people that they don't have any intention of liking.
I think you should date on your level. Well, women tend to date up.
They do date up.
So they date up. So I think you should date on your level. But in dating on your level, he's going to meet a lot of women with the similar qualities that are all beautiful.
Come on with it. Come on. I don't care.
708 223 8953. This is absolutely ridiculous, Krista. You want these people to spend all their money?
No, I don't want them to spend all their money. I want to go on a quality date that I want to go on. You're asking me out.
But you
I'm
just
not
met
asking
this
you
man.
out. I don't care. You're asking to meet me. I'm not asking to meet you. Your whole intention should be to not just me, but women, period. The whole intention should be to get me to want to spend more time with you.
So quality over quantity. He don't know if he wants to spend time with you yet. He just met you. I say, hey, Crystal, let's hang out, or however men do it, right? Slide into your DM or whatever. I say, hey, let's hang out. I take you to a park and we're walking and we're talking.
No park. I'm not going to a park on a date. I'm not going to no park not on the first date. If I go to a park with somebody on the first date, I know what I'm gonna do. I like you too much I'm not doing that. That means that something about you is just like, yes. And I don't want that.
So you expect on the first date,
and even if it is you look like yes, I still want for you to.
So, okay, so we're at an age where you say you want to be married.
Yeah, I want to be married.
Okay, so we got to kind of change our mindset though, right?
I don't feel that way. I don't. I mean, I really don't. I don't care. I'm not in competition with younger girls because I want who wants me.
So it's no competition. Well, we say it's no competition, but there's always competition, and it works both ways.
I agree.
It's more of us than it is of them. So there is subliminal competition. Whether we compete, whether we know it or not.
I agree with you on. I don't disagree with that at all. But I'm in the game. I still got to run for it. And nobody has to feel that way. As long as I feel that way, I'm still in the run. What I want is what I want.
I get that, and I'm not saying
what I want is what I'm gonna get, or else I'm not gonna do anything different other than make myself better. But I'm not gonna go to do anything that I don't.
So you're saying a thoughtful walk, a curated playlist, a coffee date with great questions. You're getting to know this person.
Is this all in one date?
This is one date.
Okay, great questions.
With great questions. You're getting to know them. It's not the obvious. I'm getting to know you. I'm getting to know whether I'm asking fact-finding or insightful questions, because sometimes a small question will get you to.
Don't we talk? That's the whole point. And that's what it sounds like. That's where it's going to straight go.
Intentional dating does not mean. So intentional dating doesn't mean money or expensive. It means
no, it doesn't.
It means meaningful.
It does. Meaningful to me is, I remember, and this guy turned out to be very, very, very nice. And I really, really wish that I would have been much more in his I can't even describe what I want to say, but he turned out to be, he's the bomb.com. And
is he married now?
He's married, and he's married to a very successful woman, and he's a very successful man now. And he's artistic, like he's the bomb, and he's super handsome. So I guess the handsome doesn't matter that much, but he planned a very nice date for us, and I really, really appreciated that. Everything was planned out. We went, and
that's what I like. What did you do?
I remember we went to the Wit Hotel,
okay,
and had dinner there. So I thought that was very nice and thoughtful. Then later on, we may have gone to the Spy Bar. This was a long time ago. We may have gone to the Spy Bar and had drinks. Now, I believe what kind of threw me for a loop was when I got to my maybe like second, when I go, okay, so I'll tell you about my dating technique in a minute, but I think maybe I was on my second drink, and I think, the drink got cut off. And I think that kind of like irritated me a little bit. So that
Okay.
made me just start moving differently with him.
Yes,
That's
yes.
all. And then when I saw him later on down the road, I was like, man, he's still so physically fit and so fine and so handsome. And, he was just like looking like, you idiot, not you idiot, but I'm just saying, he was just kind of looking like, whoa,
So I think when you're dating, for me, I'm not somewhere in my head that think when somebody says, hey, I want to take you out, I want to date you, I'm not thinking, oh my God, I'm super special, he wants to just date me. I'm thinking he's dating.
Me too.
Right.
Me too.
I don't want to waste my time, because I'm one that my days are so compact,
Yes,
that I don't want to waste my time. I want to have a couple phone conversations with you.
Yes, that's where I thought the step was. I'm sorry for interrupting, but the phone conversation should lead us to right where we're gonna go on that date.
For
That's
me, phone conversations leads me, it's fact finding, it's background, it qualifies for us to go, and now I can sit down and you can be in my intimate space.
I got you. I agree with
That's
that.
that's what it is.
Right.
It qualifies you
To have a one-on-one.
To have the one-on-one where I can sit down and see if the energy and the chemistry's there.
Right.
Then the first date or the second date. So now he knows, okay, there's chemistry. So he may have a limit that says, I don't want her to have any children, but I have, young adult children. So he may say, I don't want her to have any children. Or he may say, I don't like women that wear high heels. That may disqualify me while we're sitting there.
Yeah, I get that too.
So,
I understand that.
So that's what I'm saying about a first date. The first date, after a conversation, that qualifying, intimate conversation is just what that is for me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna talk to you on the phone maybe once or twice, and then in those one or two times on the phone, that's gonna be your time to ask some good questions. And
I need to see if chemistry,
right? But and then we're gonna have some good, because I've had some good conversations with some people, and I'm like, this is not gonna work. When we go a little bit further, right?
I've had great conversations, and then when I got into the intimate space, I'm like, oh my God, this is awkward, or there's absolutely no chemistry.
Right.
So I made them my friends.
Yeah, I mean, if they're willing to be friends, because a lot of times they're so stuck on themselves that they don't want to be anything else.
Fortunately, I've been blessed with some really, really, really good friends. I've made them my friends, and they didn't have to spend an enormous amount of money taking me out. They didn't have to spend an enormous amount of money on
I don't
dates.
think a couple of bucks on a date is an enormous amount of money, though. Like, I'm not asking you to take me to Paris.
So I have a question for you. Now, I've had a person, first date, after we've had the conversations and the qualifier, the intimate qualifier where we sitting down one-on-one talking. I've had someone fly me to New York for a date. So yeah, I've had someone fly me to New York for a date, for the first date. Now that was pretty cool.
I went to where did I go? To Hollywood, California, to the what is that? The Rock Hotel. I went there for a first date. Very nice guy, I'm hot, you guys. I don't know what this is. I don't think it's a heat flash. It might be though.
Hot flash.
Hot flash. a hot flash, but maybe it is. I don't know. Who cares? But yeah, I don't necessarily I don't think it is about the money because when I go out, I'm only going to eat a salad.
I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
He has to pay for valet.
I don't
He
care.
doesn't know he should be paying for valet,
Right.
even if you're meeting him there.
Yes, doggone right.
And if most men, if you have small children, they will,
I don't have that.
yeah,
But
they
I got
will,
you. I used to deal with that too.
they will
$100 for the babysitter.
pay for the babysitter.
Yes.
They have to go into the restaurant and they have to pay for whatever it is that's there. They have to tip well, and the chemistry is not there for him.
The chemistry is gonna be there for that night.
No,
It
because
is.
sometimes the chemistry is not there.
It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there.
So think about the guy you liked that said you said he was still fine.
He was.
You guys never did anything after that.
No, I'm just kidding. No, we didn't. No.
So he spent all that time, all that money, and all that energy, and it went nowhere.
It did go somewhere on a date. We went on a date.
You have boys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would you want your boys in their dating? So just dating, you the average is 5 to 7 times per month with dating.
Okay.
You would want your boys to spend 200 to 350 per date while they're dating somebody and the chemistry's not there. That they may never talk to these people again.
So I would want for them to spend the type of money on the type of woman that they think that they might be interested in. I train my boys to treat. I feel like my boys should treat their women very well. Now, whether they do or they don't, I can't speak to that.
I want my sons to treat the women they date, but I want them to be selective. I want them to understand.
Yeah,
I want them.
be
No,
selective.
when I say selective, I want them to understand that everybody. I always tell my kids there are a lot of cuties in the world. There's a whole world full of beautiful women.
Yes.
That's not a pre-qualifier for me. There's a whole lot of educated women. That's not a pre-qualifier. So there's 50% of Black women who will never be married or who's never been married.
I'll put my finger up. I'm one of them so far. I'm okay with that. It's the truth. The truth is the light.
She said the truth is the light.
The truth is the light.
I don't want them investing because that's an investment. And people that don't respect money don't hold on to money.
I don't know. Okay, so what I was going to say was I don't eat a lot when I go out on dates. I don't order steak and lobster anymore, like mobsters. I don't do that. So I don't do that.
Steak and lobster like mobsters. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sitting up ordering steak and lobster just because you took me to Gibson's or just because you took me to or any.
Because that's kind of trifling because a lot of women wait around for a man to take them out.
Correct. Exactly. So I'm ordering a great salad because that's what I like to eat. And the salad, I have to eat a salad because I need to eat healthy and make sure that I'm not eating too many foods. Then you don't have to put a bottle of champagne unless you want to, or a bottle of wine on the table unless you want to. My drink when I go out on a date is 2 drinks because I've been out on dates where give her another drink and give her another drink and give her another drink because they want to try to get you drunk so that they can do whatever, so you could be intoxicated.
The unfortunate part with that is they would be sorely disappointed because I don't drink at all.
I know, right. Exactly, right. Exactly. I drink. So, you're going to only buy me 2 drinks when you're out on the date. I'm only going to order a salad and I'm really looking for the ambiance. I'm really looking for when I'm sitting up, leaving my house, taking time away from my family, that time that I'm going to get that peace. And then most of the time you got to sit up and you got to listen to everything that they're going to talk about, their day, what was going on, this, that, and the third. And not that you don't want to hear it.
You do want to listen because that tells you about people that sets you apart from the red flags and from the things. If we listen,
if there are any comments, I can't.
If we listen intently, we would be able to stop ourselves from nonsense.
I agree. And I definitely am listening because you want me to listen. So because
they want you to listen, you should want to listen.
Well, I mean, yeah, I want to listen. I want to listen. I do. I want to hear it.
What am I going to do with my co-host?
I do. I want to hear it so that I could see exactly what you're talking about. I really do. And I'm listening. If you say anything that I don't like, or if you say anything rude, I don't ever want to talk to you again. Period.
So tell me something. Tell me what's something you don't like.
Okay. I don't like for guys to start cursing in their conversation with me. I don't like that. It hurts my ears. I think it's like, and I was talking, and I told the B, and I said, what the F,
Oh no. So I don't like that either.
Right. Yeah, and I'm not, and now
There's a time and place if you're
Thank you.
watching a game, and I don't want you to ever refer to a woman as that anyway.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I don't want to, and I'm single, so I listen, so I hear stuff I don't want to hear. It hurts my ears. It makes me sad.
It's not my spirit. It doesn't receive that.
Right. Exactly. Or if you are speaking about your ex negatively, I don't want to hear that.
Well, I don't want to hear about your ex.
Thank you.
There's a time and place, the pre-qualifiers, when I'm asking you what happened, what do you think happened in a relationship? There's been people early on that told me what happened in the previous relationship. And by the third or the fourth conversation or interaction, I said, oh, that's why she left.
Mm-hmm. And what I've learned is to keep a lot of my business to myself.
Well, yeah, you don't.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like instead of me feeling like I'm going to pour so much into you, I'm going to wait. And I'm going to, because a lot of times with men, I love you guys, so please. And this is just my finding on what I thought. If once they find out what your vulnerabilities are, and women do it too, because I have sons, what your vulnerabilities are, your insecurities, they'll use those things against you.
Absolutely.
So I take my time to start, it's levels of exposure.
Absolutely. That's a healthy way to a relationship instead of running straight there.
We agree on something. Yeah. Thank you, Shar. We agree.
Yeah, that's a healthy way to, navigate through a relationship. That's healthy steps.
I've learned that.
You don't just go and pour all your heart.
Correct. Yeah.
This is a complete stranger.
Right. What's wrong with you? Really needed to vent. And a lot of times they do need to vent.
Yeah.
That's why you're going to vent. And I'm going to listen to all this doing something I want to do. You know what I mean? Stories you have to sit up and listen to when you talking, when you're, I don't
getting to know someone.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's someone that I'm interested in, that's the fascinating, fun part, getting to know them.
Yeah, but they're I don't know. I feel like there are layers to them. So like when guys are like, yeah, I never cheated on my wife, or I never cheated on my woman. I'm just saying, this is just me. Oh, you're traumatized. Every man isn't like that. And I know
I agree.
And I know that they're not. But what I'm saying is that a lot of times when they're saying it, I'm just sitting up like, okay, like I had like I told you about the real estate deal.
I'll tell you what my grandmother always says. What doesn't come out in the wash comes out in the rinse. So it will come out.
Exactly.
And you'll see. Right, you'll see their behavior, because people have a hard time with consistency anyway. And when you have to keep up a facade for a consistent period of time,
right,
you start to bleed through.
Correct.
You start to bleed through.
Be your true authentic self as much as you can in the beginning. Add different layers to yourself. Don't you so that you don't have to lie. You can say, I don't want to talk about that right now. Or, that's not up for discussion at the moment. Something like that, something to gear the conversation in another direction. But, as far as it's just a lot. And like I said, as a business entrepreneur out there making things happen, do you know how many people lie and act like they're interested in doing all these different things? It's just so much that it's hard to kind of sometimes believe. And women lie, men lie, and women cheat and men cheat. A lot of people I know are out here doing a whole lot of different things in their relationships. They do. They're in your inbox, and I'm like, okay, looking at it, I'm like, but isn't that your wife or your girlfriend?
But I'm always offended when you come into my inbox.
I agree.
Or you're saying something inappropriate.
Thank you.
I will properly hurt your feelings.
I don't. I just ignore it. But you
so
should.
No.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm going to, because obviously you got me messed up. If you think that you have a chance and then there's someone else, you think that so high of yourself or so low of me.
There it is, right? Well, they think high of themselves because they don't think low of us.
That you would think that I would even entertain it.
Right there, it is, right there.
Beat it, Mike.
But you know what they're thinking with? They're not thinking with this big, beautiful brain that God gave them.
I don't think they got a big, beautiful brain if their stance is that.
Yeah, they're the most of them are thinking with their downstairs head.
So
Sorry, guys.
it's not sorry.
I mean, I
It
don't
is
want
what
for
it
anyone to
is.
think I'm male bashing or anything like that, because I'm not. I know that there are some great, beautiful people in the world.
It is.
And that's all I'm interested in, is that.
I tend to take the stance of one of faith. So I believe that there's an amazing sort of a group of people out there who are faithful. There are amazing men who do the right things. There are amazing women who are faithful. There are amazing women who do the proper thing, because if it were not so, God wouldn't have told us that marriage was the closest thing to his heart.
It definitely, I didn't know that marriage was the closest thing to his heart, but now that I do know that, I definitely can see that. And marriage definitely covets a whole lot of wonderful things in the world.
Yes.
So,
And getting to know someone, the older you get, I guess the more less pliable you are.
when they say pliable, meaning like the less you want to be played with.
The less you're more able to bend, or
The less you are.
the less nonsense you
There you
want
go, play with. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't play with me no more.
So,
That's how I feel.
well, you could feel that way, but you have to be realistic, because everyone comes with this bag, and I call it the big red bag. And the red bag is full of our past hurts, our traumas, our disappointments, what we could have been, what we should have been, what we could have been, and you have it with you.
That's true.
Everyone has it.
That's true.
Some people, it's a block long,
Yeah, that's true.
and others, maybe a little tiny sack.
I think
But
mine
we
is a
all
tiny
have it.
sack. I don't know how it sounds to the outside world. They probably like, that lady needs therapy. She's shot. Man, she needs help.
Yes. So I think, that it just all depends.
Well, does anybody think anything? Does anybody want to call into the show? 708-223-8953. Give us your thoughts. How about that?
One of our people on Instagram, one of our listeners are saying, your chemistry is money.
Okay. There's nothing. They have incense called money. They have crystals for money. They have perfumes that draw money
There's
into
nothing.
you.
So money's a good thing.
It is.
Money's a good thing,
It
but
is.
it can't be. It's not. It's not a love currency.
Oh, it's definitely not a love currency. No, but it can definitely be a love language. That's why people love gifts.
It's one
To
of
go
my
on
love
trips.
languages.
Yeah, it's a lot that you can do with it. You can really show someone a great life with it. So it's important, but it is definitely for you to get out there in the universe and manifest for yourself first. You have to give unto yourself first everything that you want, I think, and put yourself in the right places. So you
do. You
right
have to be
faces.
able to do those things for yourself.
Yeah.
And the more you have, I've noticed, that's why stars only get other stars. The more you have, the more people will give you.
Right. Well, you attract what you are,
not who you are.
Right. Exactly. You do. You attract what you are, not who you are. So, I mean,
No, you can only attract who you are. That's what it is. You only attract who you are, not what
you are. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You only attract
and
who
your
you
environment. Like, you have to think about it. Like, when people go to Ivy League schools, like that's what me and my girlfriend were talking about today. Another one of my girlfriends. I was talking to her about the show and the debate. This is my girlfriend that's an attorney. So she's really a smart lady. Very proud of her. She has her own practice now. Tiana Bay. Let's throw out a whoop whoop for Tiana. But so we were talking, and she was also saying it's about your community and the places that you've been inside of your community.
I agree with that.
And what you've had yourself surrounded by that makes the difference too. So yeah.
I agree.
I do too.
But even within every community, I just think, and money's relative. So when I say it's relative, I mean this. If I'm dating someone with means, him taking me to a 5-star restaurant is no big deal because he can afford that. That's equivalent to
Correct.
someone taking me and buying me a cup of coffee that doesn't have
I
it.
agree.
So it's relative in that regard.
Yeah. And see, for me, like when I sent to you the sprinkle video,
Mhm.
I do think it goes back to how you were raised a lot and what you've seen. So like two of my best girlfriends, they're twins, their mom, I think I told you this last week. They said that when you have yourself in schools, you'll have yourself, most people when they're in college, they're looking to get a career, find a husband and wife, start a family, and you're all playing in the same circle.
You're playing in the same circle. You're
Correct.
navigating friendships that will be lasting. Most
Correct.
of them are lasting. All of the friendships I acquired in college, we're still friends now.
Correct. Right. So what she was saying was that you don't have to play the game as hard when you are around the right, when you're cultivating the right relationships.
So I think I would agree with that because in church it was almost expected. If we're dating, it's going somewhere. But you have to have intentionality. It has to be intentional no matter what circle you're dating in. It has to be same frequency. You
Right.
have to want to be intentional. Some people are just daters. Some of my friends are never going to get married. They're just going to date for the rest of their life. They're going to be saggy skin, grumpy, and dating.
Now, sure.
I
They could be working out,
Baby,
pumping those
saggy skin
weights.
is coming. Even if
Oh,
it's
now
not in
you're
the
right.
face,
That's
you
true.
can't
Now
avoid
that
it.
is true.
If you 95, something and went south.
That's true. I mean, I agree with you on that, but I also think that, people have to make themselves happy first. I went to my high school reunion last night and I thought it was going to be way more people there. I was like, really? I always see you
What
guys
school did
on
you go to?
Kenwood.
Okay.
And I always see a lot of people together, so I was like, I'm going to see this person, I'm going to see that person. I didn't. But the people that I saw, this Instagram is acting up. The people that I saw were the people that I was supposed to see.
My best friend went to Kenwood. Latanya, she was Stokes then.
I
You're
mean,
older.
I might know the name, but she, the one of the ladies, she was like, because we followed you. She's like, you look so happy, and I was like, I am happy. I'm not an unhappy person. I'm very grateful. I'm grateful that I, continue to live through life in happiness, being single, going out, having a good time, taking care of myself, building relationships, still having hope because hope gets you going, having goals drives you. So,
Absolutely.
the hope that I will, find the person that I want to be with, because I'm not going to just do stuff just to do it either. I'm not interested in that. I want to be with the right person. I don't want to be in anything wrong. And I feel like I can manifest anything that I want for myself.
Anybody can manifest anything that they want for themselves. And that's what we need to understand. That's where we get twisted. You can manifest anything you want.
Kurt. Hey. I didn't see him on
But
there.
you have to be qualified in order to receive the manifestation. You have to be ready, open, and in alignment.
I agree. And I mean,
and sometimes we're saying, give me $1 million, but we're mismanaging and not being good stewards over $100. So that's where we're wondering, I'm manifesting, I'm clicking my heels, I'm doing all the right things, but you're not being a good steward.
My Instagram went on me. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Just start it again.
So I agree in manifestation. I see manifestations show up in my life all the time. All the time. I'm so thankful. So I definitely do believe that, you can manifest the person that fits well for you. And that's what I'm looking for.
But you have to be open,
Mhm.
ready, and in alignment.
Yeah, I'm definitely open and I'm definitely ready. And I can get in alignment.
She can get in alignment.
Yeah, I can get in alignment. Like you get your car aligned, you get a wheel alignment. I can get in alignment.
So just because someone spends a lot doesn't
But see,
mean
that's
they're
not.
serious.
No. See, that's not what I'm equating it to. See, I don't want to get misunderstood.
Okay.
I am absolutely not equating love to what you're spending, because when you got it, you can spend it. this song
It's relative.
is relative. That's not what I'm looking for. I am looking for someone that is kind, that is nice, that has a certain lifestyle about themselves, and that is looking for me to be a part of their lifestyle. That's it. That's all. I don't want anyone that's not taking care of their business. I'm not interested in that.
No one
So,
should be.
right, no one
And you
should be.
know what I tell you? I tell my boys, if you don't have your business together, you have no business dating.
Correct. I agree.
That's my opinion,
I
female or
agree.
male.
I agree.
If you're not together, you shouldn't be doing it. That shouldn't be your focus.
It definitely shouldn't be your focus. It should be something that just comes, organically. And
After you've gotten yourself
that's what I
together.
was going to say. And the main thing is that you need to focus on getting yourself together. And the thing about it is that we are all a work in progress. No one is perfect.
That's true.
People present to you what they want you to
That's
see.
true.
When my girlfriend was like, "You're so happy," that's what I want you to see. I want you to see happiness. I don't want you to see my down times. I don't want people to see that. And the reason why is because that's my business.
I was going to say it's none of their business.
Right, it's my business. But people use social media platforms for all different angles, for venting, all different aspects of things. But I want to.
I've had loved one die. My loved ones have passed on, and I never posted on social media.
Yeah.
The people that love me, we dealt with it privately.
Yes.
And we moved on.
Exactly. Right.
Well, you never move on from death, but you get what I'm saying.
Yes, I get what you're saying 100%. I don't think this Instagram.
Are we dating to impress or to really connect?
I definitely think that you should be dating to connect, and I also think that you should be dating to impress.
Question for you. If you meet a gentleman who checks all the boxes, he checks all your boxes, and he says, "Crystal, I live downtown, and what I do at night is take a walk to clear my head. Why don't you join me?"
I'm going to come and join you downtown and take a walk with you.
That's a first date. As a first date.
This thing keeps acting up.
And he tells you all his, you guys walk and talk, you laugh. He holds your hand at the end.
I don't know if I want him holding my hand.
At the end, if you guys are connecting.
Yeah, if we're connecting, yeah.
And then he says to you, "Can I see you tomorrow?"
I would probably say, "What is the plan for tomorrow? Because I'm not going to walk with you no more after today." I wouldn't say that though. I'm being funny. I'm being joking. But that would really be that would definitely be the
So
feeling.
he would say tomorrow we're going to do dinner.
I would say, okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say, okay, cool, because the potential is all, if you're staying someplace like downtown, or if you're staying in a nice, beautiful home in LaGrange, if it's Naperville, Downers Grove, all of those things are signs to say that this person, part of dating is having yourself together and in order too. So, I mean, and if they were in your presence, you could tell if they were fit, not fit, handsome, not handsome. So you got a chance to see. But yeah, I mean, and I might, go for the walk real quick. Like, I'm not finna walk around for a long period of time with you doing that either, though.
You're not gonna walk around.
No, not for too long.
What's a long period of time?
Maybe you'll get like 30 minutes.
If the conversation's going the way the conversation should be going, you're not going to worry about whether it's 30 minutes or not.
I'm not interested in that though. I mean, I'm not interested in that. That might be something I would be interested in after we went and had dinner, or after I've decided that I kind of really like you a lot.
So you think that's more intimate?
I was about
to
say that's more intimate to me. That's very intimate to me, because after that we're gonna go upstairs. No, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking, but we might.
Well, you might after dinner. I mean,
not not the first time.
Not the second time. I'm telling you, this is my advice to women. If you really want to know who he is organically, keep your pants up.
I agree.
And you will see without any influence.
I agree. 100%. Every time that gets involved, that's when that change comes around where a person, instead of looking at you with that smile, they start when you really should be, they start looking at you with different. No, they should still be smiling.
No.
Smile. Keep
DJ Silk
smiling.
said, "Don't put your heels on then." So I've went on nice long walks with my heels on.
I can believe that, especially if you can. The heels are comfortable too.
For me, they are.
Every set of heels is not
Yeah.
not comfortable.
Yeah. Well, for me, if I have them on, I'm going to wear them, and I'm not going to be one of the ones that take them off and walk bare feet or do all that other stuff. I'm in it to win it. So if I have them on, they're with us for the night. But a walk and some heels isn't a bad thing. Silk. I love the heels. The higher the heels, the sexier I feel. So I'm not a country boykin that don't think that that's a sexy thing.
I think heels are extremely sexy.
They're mandatory for women.
Yeah. First of all, they help you exercise too.
They do. They add to your physique. They make the physique look better.
Yeah. They make everything sit up better.
They do.
What's going on with this? Instagram is giving me
you know they don't have to roll out the red carpet for a stranger. I feel like we're still strangers until we're not.
But I think if we talk on the phone at least a couple of times,
You're still a stranger.
I mean, you're still a stranger, but we're all adults, so you can listen to see if a woman speaks eloquently. You can listen to see if a man speaks eloquently. You can ask some questions about their family, where they were, all of the things that you would ask when you were going out to dinner.
I don't want to be on the phone that long.
I mean, I don't want to.
Let's talk on the phone 20 minutes. I used to be able to. That's how you know when you really like someone. I used to talk a long time.
I'll talk to you because I just want to talk for the moment. I'm just trying to just get a little conversation in. You called my phone, interrupted my day, so I'm finna talk to you for a few minutes about this happened today, that happened
but
today.
My phone rings so much, I don't want
that
to.
May be true.
Yeah, my phone rings a lot. And it's like 3 of them or 4 of them. It's a lot. So talking on the phone with me, I have to like you.
Yeah. I don't believe in talking on the phone a lot just because ask to take me out. Let's go out and talk.
Because some of the best dates can happen in the best restaurant. Some of the worst dates can happen in the best restaurants.
I mean, the worst date can happen anywhere. It could happen when you go on that walk,
Yeah, I just find it.
But at least if it starts going left, at least I'm getting what I wanted to get was this nice environment. It's not the meal. I just said I'm only gonna order a salad. I promise you. I might order some fish. Now the fish might get up there. I might order.
What about a comedy show for your first date?
I will go to a comedy show because I love to laugh.
But you don't get to know that person.
I'm at the comedy show though.
But you don't get to know that person.
That's fine though. I'm happy to be at a comedy show. You're gonna make me happy if you take me to laugh. I love to laugh.
Yeah, but this is a first date. You should want to get to know this person.
No, I'm happy that you took me to something that I like. So a comedy show would be fun. I like comedy shows.
Crystals are Pisces. I'm learning all roads lead back to them too.
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Peaceful environments allow people to reveal themselves.
I agree. I definitely agree. I mean, I don't think a lot of times I feel like how can you really, it was this guy, you probably know him on Facebook. And he said that, he doesn't like to take people out to dinner because you can't hear very much.
That's one of my points. You're constantly interrupted by a waiter.
Right. He said that, and then he was like, if we go get some ice cream,
I like that idea too, but I don't do ice cream, but it have to be yogurt.
Right. So, and when I have been out, I have thought to myself, this man was right. Because a lot of times they talk, I'm like, what you say? No, I'm like, what did you say?
Exactly.
I can't hear you.
So you're in
talk to me after we get done eating.
You're in a great restaurant, but
I go to restaurants where you can actually hear the people talk too.
But then you have the waiter constantly interrupting you, and then sometimes you lose your train of thought. Mm-hmm. It sometimes interrupt the energy that you had at the moment.
Can't that waiter catch on when you say, we're fine over here, thank you?
Yeah, but you have to say that, and you guys were in a deep conversation.
Now, that is
you
true.
were looking in his eyes, he was looking in yours, and you guys were talking and laughing, and there was a moment, and I'm like,
So
did you not read the room waiter?
right. But like I said, Starbucks downtown, that's a good date to me. Because that was a lot of fun when I went in there. You know, they made these great different espressos, and it was fly. I forgot I even went there until I saw it on
Oh my God.
the thing.
Well, I went to the Starbucks in Beverly, and we sat there and talked for hours. I really got to know him, and I was like,
This is Terry.
yeah, this was Terry.
But you automatically liked Terry too. You did.
Yeah, we had spent a lot of time, so that was a qualifier. We had spent a lot of time talking.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a qualifier.
Mm-hmm.
So that was if we had energy, chemistry, and that kind of thing. So we did, and the conversation went forth. But that was a qualifier. It wasn't like, oh my God, like he has to take me to, because I can take myself.
I don't think for me, once again, I don't think it's about where you can take yourself. I really honestly think it's up to the person and what they like. I don't think that there's a right way or a wrong way to do it, because the end goal should be to find someone that you could actually like and be with, and that you can grow old with, because you're gonna end up wiping everything by yourself. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So
What you're talking about now, Jerry, we're in the phase where when men are getting married, they're calling it geriatric marriages. They want somebody to,
now
their
that's
instruments don't work as well as they once
and I
did.
heard about that too. Like, that's terrible.
Well, it's gonna happen.
But some of the ladies' instruments don't work as well
It's
either.
impossible for a lady's instrument not to work.
They say that some women get really with menopause and stuff like that. It gets
Girl, there's things that they can pop
That's
a
true.
shot
You're
one
right.
time, and
That's
it's
true.
and with
But
and it's a cure all.
well, you could take Viagra.
That affects your heart. You can do a hormone replacement, and you're totally fine. You're
As the
back
guy.
as a woman.
Okay.
But as a man, once the
That's why they need
instrument,
to be on their best behavior. And that's why they need to do it. Because guess what? When that thing stop working, it's a problem. It's a problem for a lot of women. So when they can't perform,
oh, I know, I hear about it.
that's a problem. But that's why I guess they should eat well, take care of
And it's a
themselves.
gamble sometimes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But when you're in a relationship and it doesn't work and it stops working and you love someone, then you can get creative about how things work out. Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
can get
I'm
creative.
not saying you can get creative, but after a while, I don't know. I understand a lot about creating, but after a while, they want I don't know what you guys are doing to create, but I have some ideas, and that's not a good creation. In the end, the real thing has to be a good creation.
Well, you can I mean, it's not
I don't know what you can do with something that
normally it
ain't
doesn't
moving right.
it's normally I don't think it dies forever.
I don't know. It sounds like it can. From people don't want to get married because of it, and they're getting divorced because of it. It has to stop. But it's not even about that, because I love you men anyway, I guess.
You said it has to stop.
I mean, that's what something has to be wrong. I bet you if you interview women, I bet you a lot of women be like sitting up talking like, girl, yeah, that thing isn't doing what it's supposed to do. But I think it's things that you can take, like
They have to be
shakes,
very
drinks.
careful depending on what the issue is. If you
Mhm.
if you have your pressure, as they say, is
I
high,
heard that too.
if you taking high blood pressure, water pills, or I mean, there's a lot of reasons why it could stop working. But if you love someone, your relationship can't wholeheartedly be about sex. So
Yeah, that's true. But
God forbid, I hope I never experience that. But if I do, I'm mentally prepared. If I'm in a committed relationship, then I'm committed to that. That's what commitment's about. It's not about just good and bad. It's about that as well.
but what do you do when something like that happens? Do you think? What do you think? I think couples find other people. Maybe they get blow up dolls and AI things, something like that.
What AI things? AI is on the computer.
No, they have the little AI robots and stuff. I mean,
So you're trying to tell me they're having intimate relations with the robot?
that's one of the things that they're saying that people can do. And then people can get blow up dolls, and they need to figure something. You got to figure something out. You cannot walk around and not be fulfilled like that,
So
and especially in a
I know,
relationship.
especially the old school women. The old school women, normally after they got a divorce, there was no one else for 30, 40 years. There was no other intimate connection.
I think that's pretty bad. I mean, I have not been in a relationship in I've lost over a decade, but that doesn't mean that I don't have fun sometimes.
Well, you're not getting my cookies unless I'm in a relationship. So,
We in another kind of relationship.
you ain't getting my cookies. It's got to be a commitment. So I keep my cookies to myself.
Yeah, I pretty much so keep mine to myself too. But sometimes when I want to open up the cookie jar, I will. So I'm just saying.
You want to open up the cookie jar, you open up the
I
cookie
will
jar.
open up. I'm grown.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
can open
hey,
up my cookie jar.
men open up their cookie jar.
They do.
Is that what we're calling it? Does men call it the cookie? They don't call it the cookie jar.
I thought they called it a magic stick if it's right.
Ain't nothing magical about that.
That's not what he said.
Oh my God. So you're saying the spending um, is a really big standard now.
The spending?
Men spending their money. It's a really big deal
No,
now.
I just think that people should do quality dates and things that are quality to them.
But there's a lot of things you can do quality. There's the museum.
You're right.
There's the art institute.
You're
And you get a
100%.
discount if you live in Chicago.
Those are wonderful dates. I mean, because they're giving you the experience. I want a good experience. That's what I want more than anything. I mean, in a nice walk when it's beautiful outside, downtown Chicago, wind blowing, you out
Yes.
talking.
Yes.
Those are great dates to go on. And depending upon how it's going,
Bike riding,
take me
roller
back. I
skating.
haven't been bike roller skating. I don't want to fall.
Although one of my friends, he was on a date roller skating and he broke both of his wrists.
I just said I don't want to fall.
I'm like, both of them? He says, I never want to talk to her again.
See what I'm saying? That's funny. That's terrible. He broke both of his wrists.
Both of his wrists.
He was so embarrassed when he fell.
I never want to talk to her
He
again.
got up like this.
He said he knew they were broke too.
It's horrible. Trying to take her on a roller skate date. He could have taken her
she
out.
kept insisting that they roller skate. She kept insisting.
Well, she must have been a skater.
She was younger and she wanted to rollerblade.
Oh.
And
Well,
I
how
said,
old
you
was
did in
she?
the park? I think
That was dumb.
he's 7.
How old was he?
He's in his mid 40s.
That's what he get.
That's exactly.
That's what he get. Ooh,
Don't
that's
talk about my
embarrassing.
friend. You got to have surgery.
That is horrible.
That's absolutely
When he should have said, "Nah, I'm too old. Let's go. Let me lift my finger and let me lift up my wrist to my mouth and eat some food and take her out on a date."
So he thought it would be a good exercise. He thought it would be fun. So you got roller skating. You have bike riding.
I'm not going on a first date roller skating or bike riding unless I'm a bike rider or a roller skater because I'm going to do the same thing that your friend did. I'm going to fall and hurt myself.
So
And I'm dead serious.
So that's out.
No, it would be out once I got myself retrained to ride a bike again out in public. Like I can ride an exercise bike, but riding on the bike path,
I have a trouble with that too. But I did. I rode from 51st all the way to North Avenue. Lord have mercy. And it was, Lord have mercy. It was on a divvy bike too. That is the most uncomfortable bike with a bad seat.
Yeah.
I could barely walk the next day.
I would go to Dag, I was gonna say something about that. It was probably something silly, so I can't think of. I was trying to crack a joke. I try to be a little entertaining.
You say you try to be a little.
Yeah, I try.
How many conversations should you have before someone earns access to your time, your energy, or your wallet? Or I have a question for you. Will you ever pay for a date?
Heck yeah.
First date.
No. Not no first date unless I ask you out on a date.
You're asking people out on a date?
No,
Crystal?
I'm not. But if I were
I was gonna say it's a certain quality of woman. Don't start nothing you can't finish.
I'm not interested.
That part. If I have to ask you out, then we have a problem.
Yeah, I'm not interested. But so it wouldn't be the first date. But I mean, like I guess if you're trying to, if it changes and you like them, and you're like, you know what, I'll take the first date. I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't want for him to have an impression of thinking that I was going to continue to keep that up. So I wouldn't do that. But I definitely would. I
I
take.
agree.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Like I remember one time I bought my children's dad a Gucci money clip back in the days, because you know how all of the young men back then like to have all their money instead of having it put up nice. Let's say if you got $5,000, instead of having a bunch of money, you could just have five, enough for
To fit in your
500,
wallet.
right? To fit in the wallet or fit in the money clip, because that's what they used to do at the stock exchange. Those are my best days of my life. I'm gonna continue to live there, no matter what. They're never leaving. But so I got him a Gucci money clip, and he never ever carried it. Right? I bought him a
Did
nice.
you take it and regift it?
No,
I would have.
no, because it was his. So he took it with him,
Oh.
put it up somewhere. He just never used it. I bought him a couple of shirts, bought him a couple of jackets.
I'm saying, like, on the first
I'm
date, would you like pick up the tab on the first date?
No, I would not pick up the tab on the first. I'm not trying to impress you and show you that I can pay for the first date. I'm
Right?
not.
There's no. I'm here operating all in feminine energy. I get you.
That's not feminine energy. Right.
I'm saying I
Yeah.
get you.
Right. Yeah.
I
That's not feminine.
understand.
Yeah. So no, 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 no. Nope. I'm not doing it.
I'm not going to try to break you. I can do all that stuff for myself. I make enough money to take care of me the way I
That's
need to take care of me.
right. So don't be scared to take a person out to a nice ambiance.
I don't think they're scared, but when I thought about it in layman's terms
Mhm.
with having boys, I don't want my boys spending money dating like that.
Right, but
Because if you got 25 G's, then you should be putting that on the building, not on the
right,
woman.
right. That's okay. That's all right. We know, Shar. We know the truth. No,
Right.
no, but
I have pretty dope boys. I don't want my boys investing in women that they're not going to have any long-term things with.
right. So all I'm saying though, this is the way I look at it. If you don't feel that I qualify, I'm fine with that. I have no problem with it. You might walk away with an attitude as a man, sitting and telling me, yeah, she thinks she all that. Want me to? No, I'm cool. I'm all right over here. That's what I want. That's just it. That's all. And like I said, I definitely think I think it's tacky to sit up and plot and say, I'm gonna do, I
It's
don't.
low budget,
It
low
is
vibrational,
right,
and if you need a man to take you out for that
right.
experience, then maybe you should wait till you can afford the
I
experience.
agree. I agree 100%. I don't need you to put a whole bottle of wine on the table. I don't need you to buy, unless, like I said, unless you want to, that's up to you. But I'm looking for experience. I am not looking to just go do anything. And all I do for me personally is take myself to places where I want to be. I can
Can
tell you, I can, not you, but I can
mm,
tell them, listen, just let me figure out the date.
oh, no, no,
No,
no.
no, no. What I'm saying is that I can shoot you, because this is what I have
No.
done.
Mm-mm.
But just let me tell you what I used to do,
Mhm.
because I didn't want people taking me where they want wherever. So I would say, "Can I take you out on a date?" Sure. Okay. I would always send like 3 or 4 different restaurants so they could see places that I would like to go. You can take your pick out of 3 or 4 restaurants of where I'm interested in. From there, it's your choice, your decision.
So never will I do that because of this. I want to see who you are. I want to see who you are. I want you to be intentional. I want you to have listened. I want you to get creative. Never will I do that because it reveals who you are. They they haven't I haven't been disappointed,
Mhm.
but I want it shows who you are. And if I start that, then if I get
I
interested in
thought
you,
you said it's okay to teach them some stuff too, though.
not in the beginning, I'm not invested in anyone that I don't have feelings or haven't cultivated a relationship with. I'm not teaching you anything in the beginning because we don't have time for that. We're gonna get to know each other, and if it doesn't fit, we're gonna move on.
Well, Shar, this guy wanted me to go to Huck Finn, wherever the heck that is.
Well, he wasn't the guy because let me tell you, that's who he is at his
Correct.
core,
Right.
and those are
He was
that's where he's
terrible at his
used to
core. Right.
date,
Right.
and his suggestions just didn't fit,
Correct.
and it revealed to you who he was.
Right.
So it stopped you from possibly giving him the cookies and going any further because now you know that we're not vibing in the
Correct.
same
Right. But
place.
I was trying to give an opportunity to seeing about doing something different. I mean, meaning when I say that, meaning kind of compromising what I wanted to do,
But
because
that's not who he is.
that
He
isn't
showed you by saying some Huck anything.
right. I'm like, Huckleberry Finn. What the heck? But it's someplace. A lot of people, when I mentioned it to them, they knew about it.
I know about it, but it's not something. It's not appropriate. I don't think for a first date.
I would go
unless I met
well,
you
it was for
camping.
breakfast.
Okay, so okay, yeah.
We can go to the Meisler in Hyde Park for breakfast. I'd rather go to the Pancake House.
Yeah, and I could say that.
Me too.
But that's a good. But they have good pancakes. If I
They have
remember.
delicious
No,
pancakes.
Huckle Finn
I
have
think
good
he said that
pancakes.
too.
They
I
have
don't-
delicious,
right.
and their servings are huge.
Yeah, I like to get a mimosas when I go out for breakfast.
Oh no.
I know you're not, but I want some orange juice and some champagne, and it's not coming from Huck Finn. And I didn't like him anyway because he turned out to be a nut and the biggest liar in the world. So
it's see. So you didn't. If had you sent him suggestions, sometimes we teach people how to lie to us.
Nah, I agree with that. He was a big, yeah. I mean, but he didn't even lie. Right?
But I'm saying we teach them how to lie to us. We give them what they need. They just regurgitate to us back what we gave them. So I'm not interested in that. Get creative. And I don't want my boys out there spending unnecessary money. I want you guys to get creative. You better be the most beautiful walkers in the world, guys. Get in shape with that.
Yes.
Can a creative, low-cost date still feel luxurious emotionally?
Yeah, I guess if you go to do a really nice picnic, I don't know.
Oh, picnics are great.
Yeah. Well, I know on your page you had some picnic, and you told me that you were going to put together a really nice picnic.
I bought all the stuff. I just didn't have anyone to take. That's
now
another
that
story.
doesn't sound. I'm about to say
That's
that
another
doesn't, because
story.
that was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But that was a beautiful. Now something like that. That would now something like that. I would be really, really happy if someone did something like that.
And it was an investment because
it looked like an investment.
You had the tent, because I got the tent, the tablecloths, the matching pillows,
Fabulous.
the solar lamps, the floor, because I bought a board that and had it cut in the diameter of the tent. And then there was some stuff a rug that went over it, a couple rugs. Yeah, it was thoughtful and nice. It just haven't manifested yet.
Yeah, I think I thought that yes, I like that. Yeah, I thought that was absolutely breathtaking. Now, if somebody does something like that, I'm gonna be in love.
See, but that was a huge investment.
That's my point.
I mean, I shouldn't say a huge investment, but
it was
the tent was like $400, and then you got to take the time took the time to have them cut out the floor with the measurements of the tent, so you're not sitting on grass or sand. You actually are sitting on, a floor, some kind of floor, a creative floor. And then I bought a television that works on solar. Girl, yeah, I went the whole 9 yards.
Right.
And
yeah, that was beautiful.
Solar lamps. I ordered the pillows, and then there were actually like the curtains that went up with the poles that went up, so that when you wanted some privacy, so it was a lot.
So Char, like, I think that from describing that, like, I think and listening to what you say, I think that you're romantic.
I am a romantic.
Yes. So
I am.
You sound like you're a romantic type person. And I think romance is great.
Romance is amazing.
And all I like is for the ambiance creates the romance. So, that's all. But look, La Coloniale is good food. That's not really a romantic
It's an
place
older
to me.
restaurant to me. I think I wore it out back in the day.
Yeah, I love when I first went there.
I wore it out. Me and my girlfriends, like many, many years ago, used to do Fridays, and we used to go out every Friday. And we visited that quite often.
Yes. Yeah. I used to love the first one, because I felt like I was going somewhere.
The one that was across from
Bloomingdale's.
No, the one that Was it across? No,
It
it's
wasn't
on
too
the
far from.
side street.
Yeah, it wasn't too
It's
far
on the
from
side street.
Bloomingdale's.
It was by the, I don't know if Lululemon is still
It was
there.
over that way.
Yeah. And it was across from, I forgot what store closed.
But yeah, what I loved about it, well, now that one was a little bit romantic because the upstairs was, was dark and
Mm-hmm,
dim
mm-hmm.
versus now the new one, that's to me is still beautiful, but it's not as romantic. Just to
Okay.
me, it's not. So when I first went there, I was like, oh wow, this place is so cool. So those things really turned me on,
You know what one of my places that got me going was Nine North Randolph. It
The
had
the
it
one that everyone used.
Man, we used to go we went, well, not every Friday, but I had
Mhm.
my birthday there when
Mhm.
we go out every
What
Friday.
about the sushi bar? Remember the sushi bar
Sushi bar.
downstairs?
Yes. So,
See, but what are we all? What am I describing? I'm just describing them. I'm
ambiance.
just that's it. I mean, I'm not trying to be difficult. I don't. I know that, but I'm saying I'm not trying to be difficult. I don't think that I deserve the, which I do, but I don't think like on a level of vanity or anything like that. My point is that everything that I'm describing is ambiance. Like I love to just like get when we were on the boat, I felt like, at first I was kind of like, I'm tired. I don't feel like going. I got this to do, that to do. But then when I got back from got off the boat, I was like, man, I felt like I was on an island.
Yes.
So I'm always looking for a way to escape, in my mind. I like to travel different places in my mind when I'm out.
So
So
I do like creating memories. So I guess I
yeah.
am a bit romantic, and
Yeah.
I love creating memories. But I want you to be like, don't give me cash for Christmas. I used to tell
Don't
him,
take it.
don't do that. That shows me that you
You
don't
just threw
have,
something together.
listen, you have money, so that's not a problem for you.
Right.
You went in your pocket or you went in your bank account and
Right.
you gave me a bunch of money.
Right. You just threw some stuff
I
together.
want you to go and find something that fits me. And it means the world to me. So sometimes
I
when I put
agree.
on my watch, I'm like, oh my God, I think about that person. Or if my mother bought me something, I wear it and I think about it. That's what I like. I like the
Yeah,
connection with that.
I agree. I
Don't
wish
give me no gift card. Don't give me a gift card because that's informal and there's a disconnect.
I can see what you're saying. I know that. Ooh, this is probably not gonna sound like the nicest thing in the world, but it's not. I don't. It's not to be like that, but like all of my wonderful, I guess, material things don't mean as much to me as they should because they are very sentimental. But like my mom's ring, got rid of it. My mother's ring, I've gotten rid of diamonds, just all types of things, just not, and they were all sentimental.
So things that maybe I bought, okay.
That's
But
true.
things that, like, I still have, my mother bought me,
I wish I wouldn't have got rid of my mom's
my
ring.
mom bought me so many things. She's a giver. She's always taking very good care of me, even as an adult. But like, I was putting some stuff up. I still have the maternity bra she bought me. I threw all the other ones out and kept one.
I think I would sell my jewelry and stuff that like my ex gave me.
Oh, so if
But
it's
I
that
wish I
kind of
would, but
person,
I wish I would have held on to it though, because I could still be wearing those beautiful items right
yeah.
now.
So
That's all.
so if
So I know whoever gave you that still holds a sentimental value
it's
to
a
you.
Rolex, that's
I
the
know.
sentimental. Rolly. It's Rolly. That's all.
I know, but you said you think of the person who you.
Now I think of the person when I put the Cartier on. So they bought
Oh,
me a
okay. Okay.
really nice
All right.
Cartier. So I think of them with that. Or but the things my sister buy me, when I put them on, I'm like, oh, my sissy bought this.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold on to items more and have more sentimental value to them versus like saying I'll sell them on eBay
No, I
or
feel closer to the person that bought me my fur coat. I still have
I
my
got
mother
rid of
bought
a lot of
me
stuff.
2 fur coats when I was in high school.
I gotta get rid of stuff.
My mother bought me 2 fur coats, and I still have those fur coats. I just had them
Reupholster,
re
not a poster for
redesigned.
yeah, not for that's the chairs
Yeah,
and
I had
stuff.
them redesigned where I had, bigger collars, but I still
Oh,
hold
that
on to them
sounds
because
really
my
pretty.
mom gave them to me.
Yeah, I promise you, I wish that I had held on to a lot more things. And even though, I'm not with my ex anymore, it's still that like when I look at pictures where I have on all my stuff that he used to give me, then I can see honestly a little bit. I can like, oh, he really kind of did like me or love me a little bit. You know, he gave me some nice things or
But
whatever.
was it relative? If he had enough money, did he pass it around to people that he
I
cared
don't
about?
think he passed it. I don't know what the man did. I don't know if he passed it around, but I just wouldn't mind still having it. That's all, instead of getting rid of stuff, you know. So that's all.
Well, I still
Yeah.
have a fur coat my ex bought me, but it's not. I don't. When I put it on, I don't have that chemistry or energy or
Yeah, but
for him.
but I think it does, like, you know, like it does get you to, like, when I look at the pictures, I'm like, oh, I see my earrings, I see my ring, I see my bracelets. Oh, he maybe did count. Because after, you know, when you, for me, when I analyze and look back at my relationships, I don't take them seriously. I think that they were not, I think, honestly, I think they were a waste of my time. Only, you know, I really do. My kids were beautiful that came out of it,
Mhm,
and they're a lot of work because the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
mhm.
But if I could probably, you know, throw that in the trash can and not have dealt with it, I probably would, because I don't, I feel like when someone really loves you, they treat you good. They don't hurt your feelings.
That's true. But I depends on their age. So you can't expect people fall in love and get attached at 20, 25. You
That's
can
true.
20,
But
25,
if
you don't
you
know your eye from your butt.
but if you raised right, don't you know you shouldn't, like,
You should never mistreat
there you
anybody. You
go.
shall reap what you sow. So I
Yeah.
teach the boys that, but I'm
He's
also
reap
honest in who you are at 25 is not who you are at 30.
I agree with that,
And
even though they
you're
still say
learning, and depending on how they were raised,
that's the answer.
depending on how they were raised, the respect of monogamy,
That's
the
it right
respect
there.
of women, the respect of being having integrity. Because I tell my kids, you don't have to love anybody, you don't have to like anybody, but you do have to be honest with them.
Yes.
As long
Yes.
as you're honest and you can stand flat foot and say, listen here, I told you that I wasn't ready for a relationship, and my behavior, your behavior hasn't changed, and you remind her, like, I told you I wasn't ready for you, just have to be honest with them.
I totally 100% agree with everything that you said. And you know, oil and vinegar don't mix. And I think if you realize, you know, like you said, like, if my mom, I think if my mom probably wouldn't have died at such a young age, I think she would have definitely made sure that I didn't go down that pasture. Like, I think it would have been a real big issue.
The problem is that the more your parents tell you something, the more the
The
more
rest you go,
attractive it
I
becomes.
guess that's true.
That's why I've learned to fall back. I'll say my piece and fall back,
Oh yeah.
because the more you say it,
Yeah. The more they
the
want.
more attractive it
But it's
becomes
so
to them.
hard not to say anything
I
though.
say it. I get it out, but before I used to browbeat you with it and
Right.
remind you daily.
Yeah.
Now I'm learning because it becomes more attractive to them at
Right.
that point.
I agree.
Now I'm learning this. I say it, tell you what I think the consequences will be, remind you that you're responsible for the consequences,
Mhm.
and that I'm probably not going to participate in assisting or aiding in cleaning up whatever comes out of this.
Cuz it's always a mess that
It's
comes out
always a
of it.
mess.
Yeah.
And I, you know, do it that way. So yeah, I do it that way. I don't browbeat them with it anymore,
Yeah.
because it becomes more attractive to them.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I don't know why that is.
I don't know why either. I don't think it's smart. Do what your parents tell you to do. That's what I wish I would have done.
I always tell my children, I don't tell you anything wrong. I got to be the one that bail you out. And when I say bail you out,
Get you out
come
of
to
the
your
situation,
rescue,
right?
whether it be prayer, whether it be advice, whether it be redirection. I'm the one that has to do it. So I'm never going to tell you, I'm never going to fight against me.
Right. One thing for sure though, when you're out here, I definitely think that it's good when you get married when you're younger. And if you can sustain staying married, I think that that's good for life, because you know, when you do get more mature and you're out here meeting and greeting people, a lot of people have a lot of stuff with them. A lot of people are on alcohol, heavy, a lot of men and women, a lot of people on drugs.
And they're in denial.
That's true.
People
They
drink
are in
every
denial.
day. Do
Yep.
you guys know that if you do something every day, it's a habit?
That's
Like
true.
if you wash your face, you drink every day. That's an
That
habit.
is true. That's very, very
If you
true.
smoke something every day, it's a habit.
That's true.
If you ingest
That's true.
foreign illegal substances, it's a habit.
That is very true.
Yeah.
That's
We
very
can be in denial about it all we want to.
uh yeah, but don't you know when you're I mean, people don't know when they're in denial.
No.
Oh.
They think it's social or they're functioning.
Now
with
that's
it.
true. I can see a person thinking it's social, and then before you know it, it's a daily thing. Like before, and a lot of times when you are a person that drinks and you are out here, moving and shaking and networking, a lot of times, let's go have a drink.
But you can have a drink. You don't have to be a drunk. I
That-
go have lots of drinks, and it's normally either ginger ale that looks like champagne or cranberry juice that looks like a wine in
a
a
lot of
wine
people
glass.
can't stop when they start, though. I think that's what the problem
Yeah.
is.
And the peer pressure that has been bestowed upon me
Yeah.
with people insisting that I drink.
Oh, now that's not cool. You too grown for that.
So let me tell you what they'll say. Just go ahead and have a drink. It's not just have a drink. Come on, Lewis, have a drink. Have a drink. I'm not interested in that. No matter how you say it, no matter how persuasive you are, I've surpassed the age where peer pressure, what you think don't matter to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's a waste of conversation
Oh,
and
they
energy.
do. I don't
'Cause
know
they should
why.
know you're not going to do it.
I don't know why they feel comfortable. And it happens like 98% of the time. Sometimes
one day she gonna drink.
Yeah, one day I guess I'm gonna do it. I have no intentions. It's not my thing. And I'm not knocking anybody that does it,
Right. Yeah.
but it's not my thing.
Correct. Yeah. And honestly, I think it's probably better if you've never drank before to stay in that place, because when you drink, sometimes you can accidentally drink too much. So, I mean,
Yeah, I'm not. That's not an issue. I have a lot of them, but that's not an issue I struggle with. And I tend to be around people who just don't drink for whatever reason
oh,
too.
no, that's good.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
And if they have one, it's
My friends who don't drink, sometimes they may have used to drink. So I'm like, when I'm out there, be like, hey, when I come pick them up, just I brought you a drink. I'm like, now how do you know I want to drink today? God, dog.
Well, they're like, save it for tomorrow then.
Yeah, I'm like, man, oh, here, they're falling into peer pressure.
So I just think dating doesn't have to be expensive to be exceptional. I think the person makes the date.
I do too.
And I think their energy, their vibe. And
we date every Saturday, Shar.
We do.
We have
we have a great date.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, good.
And we have good qualifiers too, because we talk on the phone.
That's true. And I think like you said, I think it's anything that I do, it has to qualify for a good time.
Yes.
Because I don't want to be unhappy. I don't want any bad times.
I agree with that. I think I agree with that. But I don't participate in things most times that don't bring me good times. And I try to look deeply into situations to ensure that it's not something that will disturb my psyche. So if I look deeply and it's something going on and it's deeply, most times I'm a surface person, so I don't let things resonate in my spirit or my heart enough to hurt me. So if it's not going to hurt there, I can tolerate it here. So that's kind of how it is. But I am a romantic person. I like the
sticking with you.
Yeah, because I never thought of myself as that.
Oh yeah, I have. As we talk about this all the time, I'm like, Shar is romantic.
And I like the intentionality. Your intentions about me will drive me crazy.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at the intention too, though. It's not that I'm not getting away from the intention, and it's romantic. The things that excite me are romantic for me as well.
Right.
Like I said, when I went to, I think it was called 9 Mile, whatever the heck the name of it was.
It's up north. Yes.
Yeah. And it was, I was on a business thing with some co-workers that I was with. But I did feel like I was like, I'm gonna come here, And then I remember one of my girlfriends took me to a place back in the days. I think it was called the Fondue something.
Yes.
Those things didn't cost a lot, but they were very romantic. It doesn't take a lot to go. I mean, it's just. I think people in their head, they think that everything has to be this. Like you said, I got to pay for valet, this, that, and the third. But I mean,
I just feel sorry.
well, park on the street
I
if you
shouldn't
want
say
to.
Bill feel sorry. I just think men get the raw end of the stick sometimes. They have the weight of the world because they're priests, providers, and protectors. Naturally, that's where they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
They have the weight of the world, and then trying to navigate through this dating thing has to be really sucky for them when their investment. So you got to start out. Listen, if you're investing $15,000 to $25,000, and that's on the moderate to low end in dating, imagine what you have to make. So these poor fellas out here, Lord have mercy on them.
I don't think that. I think that I think you should do what you can afford to do. I don't think that you should push yourself to do more than what you can afford to do. I don't think that the woman in your life should be pushing you to do more than what you can afford to do.
No.
I don't think that that's fair to put that on anyone. If those are your expectations, find someone that can meet your expectations.
But that's why I'm saying, and even if you have $25,000 a year to spend on dating, do you know what you can do with that money?
I mean, but if most of the time, you should be having a good time too. Like
a good time. So let's be responsible. For my boys, you better not be spending $25,000.
Right, but everything is going back to the guys.
The guys, listen, the guys better not be, because my thoughts with this is I'm always considering the guys. I'm always considering them dating. I'm always considering what they must endure.
Yeah, I mean, but my son will take his friends to girlfriends, women that he dates, the ladies to Maple and Ash, take them to Gibson's, take them to all those places. But I've taken them to eat at those places.
I've taken my kids.
So that's what they want. But I do think that they choose the young. Well, they've been silly at sometimes too. But overall, now I think they kind of choose the young ladies that they want to give it to, and those young women are deserving of it. Believe me, they were deserving of it. So I don't think that anyone should have the intention of misusing anyone. I don't think that anyone should, sit up and say, yeah, he wants to take me out. Let me see where I'm going to go this time. And like you said, you can't take yourself there.
And then you these guys take you out and you drink up a bar tab upwards of $200 to $300.
That's ignorant.
That's insane.
It is. I'll tell you, this guy, we went to Atalina, over there. I think they've closed now. Oh no, they didn't. But we went over there, right? So we went there one night, and then we went someplace another time. And then he asked me to go bowling. And I was like, my nails can't fit inside of a bowling ball. I'm not going bowling. So he asked me to go to the 10 pin, And so then, but he was a little younger. And so he's like, well, I've done the things that you want to do, like a big kid. And I'm like, listen, I'm not going to that place. My fingernail, I'm not interested in that. So I said, pick someplace else. So he picked this little Mexican restaurant. Oh, you probably have seen it or whatever. And I was okay with going there because I had been there before.
I got a question. Why are you dating him? He's younger and you have no intention on being.
No, he was a handsome guy.
Mm-hmm.
He had a great career. He was nice. And I dated a younger guy.
Never.
He wasn't. I mean, I'm not saying he was like in his he may have been like me about, listen, these young guys be coming for me. So you want to play with
They
play
come
with
for me
come
too, but
it.
I always remind them, baby, I got a son.
And no, they're not as young as the kids.
They're not as young as the kids. But how do I look my son in the face?
Hey.
Oh no.
Hey, Jonathan.
No.
Yeah.
No. And they're not going to have it anyway. Oh my God, you're getting tortured, the poor person.
I mean, the likelihood of you meeting my kids is small and few anyway. They don't want to meet you.
I don't. Well, no, I don't. I don't let. No.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
that's not gonna happen anyway. I'll see you downstairs. I'll meet you at the restaurant.
well, I know my significant other. If you're my significant other, you know my children.
Right. Exactly.
But you're dating him. So what are you wasting your time for?
No, I
It has
really
to be
no.
intentional dating.
I promise you, it really. I thought he was cool, but where he went wrong was when he
Try to
asked me
take
to.
you bowling.
Yeah. Do you see these? I'm not going. Do you
But
think
you
that
can't, I will tell you, you can't bowl with them.
you bowl with yours?
I took my kids, one of the kids had a birthday party and it was a bowling party. So I just learned to kind of push the ball down there.
Oh, so you hold it like the
Hold it.
cute girls do and push it down.
Push
Well,
it.
yeah, I could have done that, but I didn't want to do that. But I thought he was cool. Like he was. I forgot his name. He was nice. He was cool. You know. Come to find out, he had seen me on Facebook before and all this
Mhm.
stuff. I'm like, okay, like why didn't you tell me this beforehand? But yeah, I mean, yeah, and I mean, age didn't Aaliyah say age ain't nothing but a
Baby,
number?
age is a huge deal.
Oh, I got a
Listen,
few
I
youngies
don't
in
want
my
to
phone right now.
I don't want to date anybody younger than me. I just don't.
Oh.
I got little brothers. So I've told them what to do their whole life. I don't need to tell somebody else what to do. I need to be able to respect you. I need to be able to submit. Submission is a whole nother thing when you're
So you don't think Drea, the little young girl Drea, should be with her little young
she's
boyfriend?
mentally ill.
You think so?
She's dating somebody the same. She had a baby with somebody the same age her son.
Her son is older than that. Isn't that old?
Yeah, he is.
Her son is not 20 something.
Her son is 20 something.
I don't think so.
Yes. Wanda.
Let's go to Google.
Yeah, find out how old Drea's son is. What she's Drea from what?
Drea from
Love and
Basketball
Love and
Wives. So
Basketball Wives.
you think like when Cher had her, so you don't think older women should date younger men at all?
You given birth, so you could have birthed these people. Absolutely not. I just think it's
So
disgusting.
what about guys that like younger girls?
Okay, well, men are priest providers and protectors as long as it's not such an age disparity. I think that's appropriate. I've always dated people older than I am.
So can't the young guys be priests, providers, and protectors too?
Baby, they little boys. You're gonna have to spank them and send them home to their mama.
She has, I didn't know she had 3 children. She has 3 children. Her oldest son is 22.
Same age as a baby daddy.
And her youngest son is 8.
Same
I
age.
was thinking about the 8-year-old.
No, she got a 22-year-old that's mentally ill
today.
She's mentally ill. So
I ain't gonna debate with you.
you're dating your son.
I don't have anything.
You
to
didn't went
say.
and got somebody's baby pregnant. I mean, let somebody's baby get you pregnant.
When I feel that I might not be correct, I'm gonna get quiet.
So we're having a intentional dating platform party come I believe it's either late September, October. I have the dates next Sunday. We're going to have some dynamic people on the platform. We're going to have some married people, some single people. It's definitely going to be some spice. We're going to do the questions that we have prepared for the show.
Okay.
We're going to do the questions. It's going to be a mix and mingle. It's going to be really nice. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
So stay
like
tuned for it. And August 9th, JBL Training Academy we're holding another conceal and carry class. That's next Saturday, starting at 8 a.m. Call me at 844-426-6232 for a class. Johnny the Goat is sponsoring. You can go over to his IG page. He is sponsoring the class. So for so many people, he said, I think he told me he wanted 25 slots. So you'll pay $89. He'll pay the rest.
Oh, that's nice. Does he have all the slots filled?
No, he didn't as of the other day. He just told me he needed 25 slots.
Okay. Remember when I texted you and asked you about the young lady?
Mm-hmm.
Should I maybe present that to her? Or should
if
that
she,
be separate?
send her to his page,
Okay.
or I'll send it to you,
Okay.
and he'll tell you. He's on TikTok.
Okay.
That's what he's on TikTok.
Okay.
And he'll tell you how many slots he have and that kind of stuff. Because he asked me for 20 spots or either 25 slots,
Okay.
and that was Wednesday. We talked about it.
Okay, 89.
It's he's paying the balance. That's his way of giving
but hers
back.
is 89.
Yeah, so he's paying part of it. Something with some woman. He's for women.
Okay.
So let me
Okay.
specify. It's only
Okay.
for women
Okay.
for
Oh,
him.
that's nice.
So yeah, he was
That's
saying
very
that if you
nice.
have the same masculine bill he has, he doesn't want to pay for you.
I
But
see
he
what
wants to help
that's
protect
see
women.
that Johnny sounds like what is it?
A priest,
Provider
provider,
and
and
protector.
protector.
Johnny sounds like the man. That's what I'm talking about, Johnny. Yeah,
So yeah,
that'd be cool. And then afterwards, the spot.
yes,
Okay, because I'll see you. I'll see all the ladies then on the 9th myself.
yes.
Well,
And tomorrow is Braden's birthday, so mommy's wishing you a happy, amazing
aw,
birthday.
happy birthday, Braden.
I know he's my gentle giant, my peace. He brings peace into our family.
Oh, that's so nice.
Stability
Come on over
and
to my
peace.
house. I need some peace in my house. Come on.
His spirit is peaceful whenever I'm going through it. If he's around,
Oh.
it minimizes whatever, it neutralizes whatever's going on, and he brings center and peace.
My son Ramon has that about himself. Is he the youngest?
No, he's a middle kid.
Okay.
So he's the anchor. He's the balance.
Oh, well, the middle child is woo, 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 woo.
And that's surprising because they normally the peaceful one. They normally are the anchor. Middle kids are the anchor. They're in the middle.
Oh, no, yeah, that one in the middle is something else. But the one that is the youngest, he definitely is peaceful. But now that he's working and thinks he's so grown now, I can't come get him to barely give me a hug.
Yeah, they
he's
so grown. They don't even
yeah.
want to tell you where they are. They don't understand about they're navigating, trying to feel grown. But if you're interested in the class, again, call me at 844-426-6232 or find us on all social media platforms under JBL Training Academy, John Boy Larry, JBL Training Academy. I am Shar Lewis, as Shar Unlocked for Love, Loans, and Lifestyle. We're sending energies of greatness and fun and peace to Lexi. She's attending our CEO, Lexi. She's attending a graduation today, so she's not here.
Yeah, big graduation.
Big graduation from Harvard to Howard. Woo, woo.
For the nephew, right?
The nephew.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yes. So we're sending great vibes party for us.
And today was a lot of fun, as always. And I guess this big debate all boils down to, what do you think, Shar? I think it boils down to whatever works for a person.
I think whatever works, but naturally, I think it doesn't take a lot of money to date. I think intentions override expensive things. I think you can have an exceptional date with extreme intentions and it turned out to be one of the better dates.
Yeah. I agree. So yeah. So we love each other.
We do. I think first date should be coffee. It should be light. I don't think it should be an investment.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And I don't think a nice little ambiance is a big investment, but
It's a huge investment, Crystal. Starbucks is what, $7 a cup? It's $14. You go walk, you go park for free. It's a little different than going to spend your hard-earned paycheck at a restaurant and you're not even sure if you really vibe or really have the emotional connection with someone in order to take it to the next level.
So opinions make the world go
They
round.
do, indeed,
So
indeed,
that's
indeed.
what we love, and that's what we
Indeed.
like. And hey, listen, once again, I'm gonna find out a lot of different things when you have the Shar Unlocked, because we're gonna be asking questions and figuring things out around the way.
Yes.
So I'm excited to, if we're doing it from the Super Business Women Show, asking questions, supporting it, sponsored. I'm with all of that, and I'm always with helping you guys find your residential living, your off-market properties, your investments, your tax properties, whatever it is that you're looking for. I am here to service your needs. You can reach me at 312-877-6687. And you can also email me at info@powercircleinvestments.com.
You can reach CEO Lexi under Alexis Arce under all social media platforms, and she's couturemanagement.com. That's her website. Thanks for tuning in today to the Super Business Women Show. We will be here next Saturday from 3 to 5. Have an amazing week. Be safe and be intentional about where you put your money and your time.
Peace and blessings. Keep up with those great ambiances, guys.
Do you think of me when you hear love breakup songs? Do you think of me and wanna apologize?